Hello, my name is Rahim, a property investor. I am so delighted you're watching this video right now. Let's talk about coronavirus and how it has impacted our life, businesses, and the people surrounding us. So the coronavirus, whether you believe it or not, it is impacting everybody. Businesses, corporations, sole traders, you name it, it's impacting everybody, whether you believe it or not. I know some people have got this conspiracy going on, oh, it's a man-made disease. I don't care what it is. All I do know is impacting everybody. If it's impacting everybody, that means it's happening. So what does this mean to you? Right? One thing I need to advise you, the news, we've been bombarded with so many negative stuff in the news. I know they're trying to broadcast, let people aware about it, but it's driving me crazy. You go on Facebook, it's all about coronavirus. On the news, coronavirus. Wherever you go, it's coronavirus. I understand that. But to keep away from it, we need to actually just listen to what we need. Most of this stuff out there are fake news, right? So I know it is happening out there, it's impacting everybody else, but the more you watch it, the more you get deluded, the more you get depressed, the more you get sad. So I can advise you to keep away a little bit from the news so you can look at something positive, okay? So there are amazing opportunities out there, taking advantage from people who are struggling or who would be struggling as a result of this situation. So I just wanted to know there's an opportunity out there. So tonight, I'm going to talk about your personal self. What do you need to do about yourself and your family? I'm going to talk about mindset. I'm going to talk about what I think about the market in the next few months. How to deal with tenants who cannot pay your rent and how to help them in this difficult situation. How to claim mortgage payments holidays. How you could help desperate homeowners, builders, business owners, and build your own property portfolio along the way. It's about education. Let's start with personal, right? You need to look after yourself, look after your family, make sure you've got the food you need, you've got the toiletries, you have all the basic needs and plus more, because you never know what's going to happen in 2-3 days down the line. So make sure your family is protected, you're protected, you are isolating yourself from, I know it's difficult to say, from family members who you do not live with. So it's all about looking after yourself in this desperate time. Your family comes first. I urge you to look after your family, make sure you are safe wherever you are. So mindset. I know it's a difficult time to talk about my mindset. People may think I'm crazy, I know. But this is the time you need to stick with your mindset. This is the time you need to be sitting down, reflecting what you're going to do. Don't panic, don't get nervous, or don't get desperate, especially when you're looking at Facebook. There's so many negative stuff out there. So we need to actually extract our hero within us. That would tell us, listen, this is not the end of the world. We've got lots of people that have gone through these sort of things, not the exact way as a disease sort of thing. There are so many people that have gone through difficulties with similar situation where there was depression, recession, as well as some diseases that had came before us. So let's find a hero between us. Let's find something that would motivate us, excite us, to get the ball going. And also we need to be perseverance this time of difficult situation, because there's so many stuff happening, there's so many negativities out there. This is the time we need to steadfast, and focus in what we want to achieve in life and believe in ourselves. We can get through this, but we have to think positively so that we can get through this. Think about what the end of the tunnel is. How is life going to be like after we finish it? I mean, for you to think about the positive side of doing positive side of what we're going to do in the future. The best way I usually do this is to wake up in the morning, have a bit of a meditation session, think about the good thing God have provided me, think about the good things I've achieved, think about the amazing things I've done. Think about the adventures I've gone through. Think about the people I've met along the way. These are the mindset, and also surround yourself with people that are positive. Now, what I think about the market. I think from now to June, July, we would have a stagnant market. You won't have anybody looking for houses to rent. You won't have people looking houses to buy. The reason is because you're not allowed to do viewings, and you're not allowed to go and meet tenants. So it would be a quiet sort of phase between now to June, and from there on, I think, don't judge me in this, I'm not a psychic, but I believe the market would dip a little bit. Right, it would go down a little bit, and then obviously it will pick up along the way. So I'm not advising anybody else to not to buy properties now, because I said it's gonna stagnate. But yes, if I was to buy a property now, I would wait until, say, probably June to July before I start buying, because I believe then the property would have dipped in a little bit, and then obviously it will pick up then, because we kind of have that knock-on effect as a result of the coronavirus. So that's my take into the property market. So and again, I'm not stopping you from buying properties, I'm not stopping you from investing, I'm not stopping you from taking any rent-to-rent deals. I'm just saying what I personally think about the market. So how do we deal with tenants who cannot pay, and how can we help them in this difficult situation? Basically, I've got lots of tenants who's contacted me recently about the coronavirus, saying, either they cannot pay their rent or they are really struggling to pay. So what I did was to speak to them individually and tailor their needs, to ask them what they require, how they want me to help them. And then we set up a payment plan if they're struggling to pay, and then hopefully they will get along that path. And I also provided them lots of government help, like if you're employed, you can go through the furlough, which means you can get 80% of your wage or salary. And if you're self-employed, you're also entitled to universal credit, and even if you're not eligible for sick pay. And also I also send them links to support them in case they are struggling to pay their rent, and I also send them links on how to claim benefit. So this tiny sort of information makes a massive impact to them, because then they would know you're looking after them. You're not there just to collect rent. So when I send all this information to my tenant, they all came back very positive. Most of them actually came back very positive and happy for me sharing all the information. And also what I tend to do, I send them emails on how they could look after themselves during the coronavirus, because most of my properties are HMO properties. So what I did, I send them instructions how to keep away from their housemate, and also advise them to take turns to use the facilities, and like the kitchen, the bathroom, etc., etc. And that was really helpful. And I also sent them a leaflet on how to prevent themselves from affecting and infecting other people around them. So they were really grateful for the information. And also I spoke to my landlords about the situation, because some of my properties are on rent to rent. I did send them the information about the mortgage payment holiday, and I've also informed them in advance to say that I may not be able to pay them the 100% rent, because obviously some tenant may fall back on their rent, and some tenant may choose to vacate the property because of the panic. So I've explained all that situation to them, so they understand whatever happened, what this situation would be. So, and again, this is the sort of thing that you need to be telling your customers, your landlord, as well as your tenant, because then they've been kept informed. So I really advise you to contact your landlord if you're doing rent to rent. And if you're renting, also inform your tenant about these situations. Right? So now, how to claim a mortgage payment holiday. I've got a few properties on my name as well, and my company name. So what I did was, it's very straightforward and simple. I've learned that doing it over the phone, it just takes me a long time. The last time I spoke to my bank manager, it took me 7 hours to get through personally. But most of the banks have online sort of form to fill. You complete, and then you tell them you want to take a payment mortgage holiday, and they would happy to process it and send you a letter to confirm that through the post. And some banks also are asking you, they have a template that you just need to fill and email to them, and again they will actually, once you've sent the email, the bank will then get back to you to confirm that they've received the email, and then also they will get back to you through post to confirm they've accepted the frame of mortgage holiday. So don't panic if you think your tenants are not paying you. So obviously you can apply for that support through that way. There are also government supports there for the self-employed, who are struggling. They haven't actually processed it yet, but they are also helpful for employees there. They also tax benefits, and they also pay business rate that you can take advantage of. All that sort of thing are out there, so just go look out for it. You will get the support you need in these difficult times. So now, one of the most important things I wanted to talk about also is how you could help in these desperate times. People like homeowners, builders, business owners, and build your portfolio at the same time. So I don't want you to take advantage of these people, but the best time to help homeowners is now. We would have lots of people are going to lose their homes. Lots of people are going to go into financial difficulties, and we've got lots of people out there who's got money sitting in the bank with no interest, because 0.0%, 1% is nothing. So they're looking for people like us and yourself where they could invest for a better return. So this is the best time to contact these people and try to help them make their money work hard. If they're homeowners, help them in an ethical way, how they could either sell their property, remortgage it, whatever it is. Just help them, genuinely help them, and try to help them get through this process. Builders also is the best time to speak to builders, the people that build 10 plus houses, because normally builders financial accounts year end is June. So June is coming up. This is the time I expected we would have gone through this sort of corona disease pandemic. So and again, that's the best time to hit the builders, to offer them amazing deals to buy their properties, because they would want to shift their properties, and so that would be the best time to go. End of June is when all their financial most of their year end are. So contact any builders tell them you're interested in buying their properties. And also business owners, as I said, they're out there. They've only relied on one source of income, so they may be thinking about second source of income, like investing with properties investors like yourself. So obviously approach them, tell them about amazing deals you've got, or prep them up about what's going to happen in the future, what you think is going to happen in the future. That way they will build out that relationship, so when the actual moment comes, you can just contact them and they can be your JV partners or people that could invest in you. And that way is a very good way to actually help, at the same time help build your own portfolio. I've heard about lots of people who actually gain lots during this sort of process. So these are the time we need to work together, have a positive mindset to help investors, at the same time help yourself to boost your financial independence. So the other thing, one of the most important things I also want to talk about was education. Education. Educate yourself. Maybe you had a book that you wanted to read, but you never had the chance to read it. This is the best time to read or listen to it. I urge you to look for as many investment books as possible so you can read and understand the market. Go on online platforms where you could learn, online forums, enhance yourself, expedite your learning, because now you're at home, not doing lots of things. I know you're spending time with family, but yes, try to accelerate your knowledge and ideas and learn lots of process, just to set you in a good position when we get through this hurdle. Take a course you always wanted to do. This is the best time. This is the best time to go on courses. If you want to do property investment courses, business courses, whatever course you want to do, this is the best time to do it. Now they're doing it online. You don't have to travel. It saves you a lot of money in accommodation and also travel costs, as well as paying for the course. Most of the people I know are doing these courses for free online. So obviously, take the opportunity to learn and immerse yourself as best as you could. And also build relationship. This is the best time to also build relationship with letting agencies, estate agencies, landlord, and build a relationship so you can set you in a better position. So when we get through this, you can easily contact these people and do deals. Sources are also the people that you need to be building relationship. They've got lots of Facebook sourcing groups, Facebook groups where you could have positive impact and build that relationship. So when the times is right, you can just hit them with the deals or whatever you want to do with them. Or maybe this is the time you need to rethink about your strategy. So because you've got this sort of stop in your strategy, this is the time you need to sit back and think about what you could achieve and how you can formulate your strategies to enable you to achieve what you set yourself to achieve. or maybe you're having a difficult times with your relationship. And again, whether it's your wife, your partner, your boyfriend, girlfriend, this is the best time to sit together, go on a date, or have a conversation, try to resolve issues, and so that you could live in peace and you don't have any issues with them. So again, my name is Rahim. I'm a property investor. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to contact me. More than happy to help you out. Thank you.